Ayo, ayo, this is T.O.T. Thank you for dropping in today, if you have. Appreciate it. So, I would have had this video out weeks ago, but I thought there were certain files that I had deleted off of my hard drive and I banished to the Shadow Realm, never to be found again. But I was able to find them on an external hard drive, so we are back in business. We are good to go. I will have those clips at some point in this video as well. The whole purpose of this video is basically for me to have some gameplay and then in between talk about my thoughts on MiHoYo kind of as as a company, not regarding Honkai Impact 3rd, but more so Genshin Impact and their up to coming IPs Zenless Zone 0 and Honkai Star Rail to lesser extents. Hope you enjoy the commentary. You can skip around if you just want the commentary. You can also skip around if you don't care for the commentary, you just want to see the gameplay. You go about it however you want. I'll have some timestamps listed around here at some point so that way you know where to go to for what. Anyways, be safe out there.
Another
right
test.
Now, right here. Try not to injure.
Power that ended hot! Permanence of the deep! Rest and rebuild! Let's move out.
The fairy.
Emerge, right here, right now.
The fairy.
Allow me!
Suffocate. Let me try.
Emerge, right here, right now. Let's spark things up.
To ashes! Billowing surge!
This will do.
Right here, emerge, right now.
Suffocate.
Right here.
Power that ended hot!
Surrender now.
Permanence of the deep!
Let's move out.
Another test.
Hold the ladder. Emerge.
Beat that tingle. Another test. Suffocate. I got carried.
Just a scratch. Come a little closer. Right here. Emerge.
Rest and rebuild!
Here.
Delve into destiny, decided by destiny. My apologies. Sakura swirl. Yeah. Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Take flight.
Hold the line. Right here. Emerge.
Ha! I'm always watching.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Let's spark them.
Eyes on me! Billowing surge!
Emerge. Right now. You're in for a little shock. Emerge. Right here.
To ashes! Permanence
Right now. Right here.
Disappear!
Written in the stars. Let me scrub. Whirling snow. Kamisato art. Sumeru. Take flight. Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate. We are to end this. Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Whirling snow. Faster. So rude. Sakura swirl. My apologies. Let me scroll. Take flight. Unthinkable. Delve into destiny.
From the ashes to hear the inferno. Let the flames of
Let's spark me. Right now.
flame compel.
To ashes. Covenant of the deep.
How brightly burns the truth.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. A sight to behold. Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Hold the line. Bring refuge. A brash maneuver.
Right now. Right here. Surrender, Anobi.
Rest and rebuild.
Right now. Emerge.
Power the pendant up. Covenant of the deep. Faster? Okay, faster. Odious fate. Fate is upon you. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. My apologies. Orders given. Orders received.
Resistance is futile.
Wind blade!
Delve into destiny. Written in the stars. Whirling snow.
Wind blade!
My apologies. Eyes. That opening box of adept eye tricks. Yeah! Kamisato out! Sumeru!
The abyss shall rise once again.
So, Tower of Fantasy has recently released, I think, for the global servers, and I know there's some people out there that have that narrative of, oh, you know, Tower of Fantasy, it's going to be the Genshin Impact killer. And I think the people who are saying this have no idea what they're talking about. Tower of Fantasy lacks quality in a lot of areas that it needs quality in to even be a competitive threat to Genshin Impact. Like, Genshin Impact is literally in its own echelons, and the only competition with Genshin Impact right now is Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact has literally reached 2000's World of Warcraft status. And what I mean by that is when World of Warcraft was at its peak, basically the only thing that was going to be able to stop World of Warcraft was World of Warcraft itself. And if we look at things on a current day basis, due to Blizzard's decision making, the inside turmoil, multiple expansions just being disappointing or underwhelming for players, World of Warcraft has slowly eroded from the inside out. Now in these days, we could also give that WoW status to Final Fantasy XIV in my opinion, because that is another game to where nothing's competing with Final Fantasy XIV. The only thing that can stop Final Fantasy XIV is if Square Enix just started royally messing up, because that game has decades worth of Final Fantasy lore that they can always use as reference for their particular games. The production value on Genshin Impact just takes a dump on a mass majority of gacha games out there. And because this game was able to successfully cross that mobile market and get into the console and get into the PC ahead of a lot of other games, it's just got a huge leg up. Now, my thoughts on Tower of Fantasy, I don't think the game is going to be all that great. As far as I've been informed, it's already fairly dead in the CN client, and CN, that's where you're going to make a lot of your money. So if it's not successful there, it's already an uphill battle for it already. Also, from what I've been informed, the combat could use some polishing, so everything's not as super crisp. I talked to one of my homies, and he was saying that probably one of the strongest aspects of Tower of Fantasy is probably that co-op aspect of it. So if you're going around doing boss kills and stuff like that, the game could probably be interesting in that regard. But outside of that, I don't really know what else to say. Again, nothing's going to kill Genshin Impact other than MiHoYo themselves just completely and utterly dropping the ball with Genshin Impact. But that's not to say that Genshin Impact can improve, and it should continue to improve, because there's definitely lots of room for improvement.
Emerge, right here.
Let's spark things.
I'm always watching. Right now, right here.
What a mystery.
Stand with me. I'll settle this.
Eyes on me!
Right now. Emerge. A sight to behold.
Surrendering.
Power that ended up. Our bond is strong. Right now. Right here.
Not bad. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty one. Try not to enjoy.
Emerge, right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge.
To ashes!
Out of my way! Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Twin blade!
Let me scry. Rise. Whirling snow. Delve into destiny. My apologies.
Right here, right now.
Dissipate. You've been a naughty boy.
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Surrender, movie.
I'm always watching. Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Power that ended life. Stand with me.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Come a little closer. Blitz. Eyes on me! Dissipate! Out of my way!
Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here.
Stand with me!
Right now. Right here.
Take flight! Embrace the ice! Yeah! Yeah!
Wind blade!
Whirling snow! Written in the stars! My apologies! Sakura swirl! Take flight!
Strong. Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I'm always watching. Right here. Right now. Right here.
Power that ended life!
Emerge.
Wind blade!
My apologies! by destiny. Kamisato out. Sumeru. Yeah. My apologies. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Wind blade.
Whirling snow. Yeah. Ta. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Ta. Let me scroll. My apologies. Yeah. Ha. 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 So rude. The law of life. Orders given. Orders. Whirling snow. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Disappear.
Written in the stars. Ta. Embrace the ice. Ta. Yeah. Ha. Ta. Take flight. Yeah. Ha. Ta. Ta. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. My apologies.
So in the coming days, we are going to be having Sumeru release. I am very glad that they're adding more artifacts to the strong box. So that way players who want to get certain artifacts, they'll have easier access to them. Rather it's Crimson Witch and Thunder Fury are like the two primary ones that I'm thinking of. I'm sure a lot of people try to avoid those domains because Lava Walker, Thunder Soother, even though there are some scenarios where each of those sets could be very useful, they're not very appealing to the masses. And a big part of that reason is just because of the two set effect just being very niche. Though that two set effect is going to be dead in a lot of scenarios, it is what it is. I don't think Sumeru 3.x era is going to be the point to where Genshin Impact really gets into its stride. It knows what it wants to be, it knows what it wants to go for, and it's pretty much got all of its P's and Q's covered. And the reason why I say this is because there has been quite a few complaints from a good number of people about the lack of in-game content. And quite frankly, Spiral Abyss is not going to be enough. MiHoYo have tested out several things that could be used as in-game content. Like we had the Fight Club of Inazuma, I can't even pronounce it. I'll have a screenshot somewhere. I think that would be cool for in-game content, kind of give a little mix up, basically where you're having 6 teams of 2. That will allow people to use a larger number of characters in comparison to Spiral Abyss where you're strictly just using 8. But they haven't implemented anything as of yet, and I don't know if they will. I do know with Honkai Impact 3rd, they implemented Elysian Realm back in like 5.x era, but before that it took on a different various names like Endless Breach, a nightmare mode and stuff like that in the 4.x era. So this wasn't like the final rendition of it basically. So we'll just have to wait and see how things go around. I think the new 5-star character, adding him to standard banner, was a pretty smart move. I do suspect a lot of people will skip this character just on the premise that, hey, they're waiting for the Dendro Archon, they're waiting for the Hydro Dancer character, or they're waiting for the Pyro cat-eared character. Those two characters seem to be pulling the most attraction for players from what I've seen. So we'll just see what happens from there. I'm gonna just be saving. I don't know who I'll pull for. The Daya character, if she has an interesting kit, I'll probably likely try to go for her and her respective weapon, especially if I could use it on Beto, but only time will tell.
Emerge. Right now. I'm always watching. Emerge. Right now.
To ashes.
Emerge.
What a nuisance. The bond is strong. Power that isn't fight.
Right here. Right now. Emerge, right now. Emerge.
To ashes!
Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge, right now. Emerge. Get him! The bond is strong. Marathon! Let it rain! Not so hard!
It's my lucky day. Wind blade.
Shadows of... Embrace the ice! Life goes on. Let me scry. Decided by destiny. Kamisato out. Sumeru. Stand with me. Right now. Right here. Right now, emerge, right here. No escape! Emerge, right here. Nothing lasts forever. Right now, right here, emerge. Here, emerge. Faster? Okay, faster. Guys. Let me scrub. Take flight.
Wind blade.
Delved into destiny. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. My apologies. Shadows of fate, written in the stars. Kamisato out. Sumeru. Whirling snow. Stand with me, right here. here, emerge.
Go, go, Baron Bug! No one escapes my power that ended Python!
Nothing lasts forever. Right here, emerge.
Lightning Terrabutt! To ashes!
Right now. I'm always watching. Faster? Okay.
My apologies! Yeah! Kamisato art! Sumeru!
Written in the stars.
Take flight! My apologies!
Wind blade.
Yeah! Yeah! Take flight!
With the wind.
Embrace the ice! Whirling snow!
Fate is upon you. Let me scribe.
Take flight! My apologies!
So, unlike a lot of other people out there, my RPG experience is quite limited, and it mainly is limited to the Final Fantasy IP series. I remember playing games like Final Fantasy VIII, that was where I started off on, and then later on in time I went back, played Final Fantasy VII, played Final Fantasy X and X-2, played 12, and I played the 13 trilogy. I think outside of that, the only other RPGs that I distinctively remember playing is The Legend of Dragoon, and I believe I also played Golden Sun at some point as well. I can't remember if I've ever played any of the Final Fantasy Tactic games. I want to say I probably didn't, so I'm not even gonna like include that. But the whole point of this is Honkai Star Rail is an upcoming IP by MiHoYo, and it has that classical turn base, like something that a lot of people really love. So originally when I was seeing gameplay for this, I wasn't too horribly interested in it, and I told myself that, well, you know, I might play the game if the story itself is good. I might be able to just stomach the gameplay aspect of it. I'm more of an action RPG guy now these days. That's one of the reasons why I like the combat in Lightning Returns so much, is because it's got that hybrid between classic turn-based and action RPG. It was a really interesting game. So shout out to Lightning Returns combat 100%. And I love Final Fantasy 15's gameplay. Just absolutely love it. It's not perfect, but I love it. With Honkai Star Rail, I was very turned off by the gameplay of it until
Now then, where are you hiding?
I saw
drag
Kefka,
every
and
last one
Kefka
back
just
to a point.
completely changed everything and just got me interested all of a sudden. Like, bruh, like she uses sword for regular gameplay, and then when she's using her ultimate, she swaps to the guns and she just blows shit up. And I was just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. So now I actually do want to play it because of Kefka. And from what I've been informed, Himiko is actually going to be on the standard banner, which if that's true, MiHoYo played that extremely smart because there are so many people out there that are fans of Himiko that are so desperate to have a new playable Himiko. Like, I suspect they'll go ham and they'll keep pulling on the standard banner until they get her, if that holds up true. So, smart move on MiHoYo's part. Very briefly, I want to mention MiHoYo's other IP that they're working on and going to be coming out with, Zenless Zone Zero. Now, I'm just looking at the trailers and a little bit of gameplay that I've seen, I have to say, like, the animations are so crisp in this game, like, holy crap. And one thing that I have to really say, like, the music, it bops, man. I really love the music that I've been hearing so far in Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'll actually play it or not, because right now, from what I've seen, it seems like a lot of the enemies just seem to be very spongy-like, and it all doesn't seem like a lot of them are too aggressive or have too deep of mechanics. But of course, this is just early stages of the game, I'm suspecting. I hope things do get better. I will say that a lot of these characters do have a whole lot of drip. And I'm not even really surprised by this because I've seen artwork designs, whether it be by MiHoYo or by just people in the community just putting characters in like street clothes, and they just look really dripped out. So I'm not even surprised that this is carried over to Zenless Zone Zero. No surprises whatsoever on that. One more thing that I will mention is like my favorite characters that I've seen so far is there's this character who kind of looks like he's a butler. He's kind of like a dog or a wolf. He looks really cool. He's like Keno or something. I can't pronounce his name, but I'll have a screenshot of him up on the screen. I like Billy the Kid a lot. Billy the Kid's gameplay looks really fun from what I've seen. And then Ambi, I think her name's spelled A-M-B-Y. She's probably like my favorite character out of all of them because she has that assassin vibe to her, and plus she's like lightning element, I'm going to assume. And the weapon that she uses does very loosely remind me of Honkai Impact 3rd's Magstorm, which is a huge kudos in my book. Anyways, I am looking forward to both of these IPs. Kefka, mainly with Honkai Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and then obviously Zenless Zone Zero for multiple reasons. I do want to see more combat on Zenless Zone Zero though before I make any definitive decisions on it. We'll see how it mechanically shapes up. Anyways, if you've watched this or listened to all this or just skipped around and gave any of your time, just want to say thank you. You be safe out there. Have a good day or weekend, depending on when you come across this video. Deuces!